On today's episode of History in a Minute, the Jesuit Martyrs of Virginia. Hey everyone, it's Mr. Philip Campbell with Homeschool Connections History in a Minute. I am your bearded, nerdy history guru. We are pretty familiar with the Jesuit martyrs of North America, with St. Isaac Jogues and Jean de Brebeuf, the martyrs who were killed by the Iroquois Indians along the St. Lawrence in the 17th century. But did you know that there was actually Jesuit martyrs a century prior in Virginia, Spanish Jesuit martyrs? That's right. In 1570, a Spanish ship carrying a group of Jesuit missionaries came up the James River near Chesapeake Bay in Virginia. They were intent on setting a colony there, and they were led by a Father Segura. And Father Segura had a local Indian guide named Don Louis who had adopted Christianity and was friendly with the Jesuits. However, once the Jesuit mission got into the Virginia wilderness, Don Louis abandoned them and he went back to his tribe. Father Segura tried to persuade him to come back to the mission and to embrace the Christian lifestyle, but this angered Don Louis, and he slaughtered some of the Jesuit priests. Father Segura tried to make peace with the local Indians, and the Indians came back to the mission, and they agreed to chop firewood for Father Segura. And so Father Segura gave them some axes to chop firewood. Big mistake. Once Don Louis and the Indians had the axes, they raised the war whoop, and they massacred the Jesuits down to the last man, except for a little boy was taken as prisoner. The murders weren't discovered until 1572, when another Spanish ship arrived and saw the local natives walking around in clothes they had stolen from the Jesuits. The Spanish attacked them, and from the prisoners found out the story. Don Louis escaped. We don't know what happened to him. But at any rate, the Jesuit Martyrs of Virginia, killed in 1570, predating the North American martyrs of Canada and New York by almost 100 years. So it's a really neat piece of Catholic history, and we should also remember that the Christian presence in Virginia didn't start with Jamestown. It started in 1570 with Father Segura and the Jesuit martyrs. Hey, for more information on just all sorts of great historical tidbits, please subscribe to this channel, tell your friends about it. Always remember, history is awesome.